everybody. Welcome back to Cara de Gabriela. We have our sound effect today. We haven't had sound effects in a long time.
I'm here. I'm in the back.
Andy in the building.
I'm in the
with her mask on.
Hey, it's Hantavirus is going around.
Hantavirus.
I'm scared.
Let's do the current events. You want to? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because I have been looking into current events.
Yes, me too.
So, hi, everybody. It's crazy times right now, huh?
Yeah. Okay, Hantavirus.
Yeah.
Also, there's a new cult doc out, but the lore, I followed this cult back in 2018. So I have a little bit more.
Is it Jehovah's Witness? No, I'm just kidding.
That's a different cult.
I'm just kidding.
No, this was Nature Boy and Carbonation.
Oh, I have heard of that one.
There's tea.
There were like people on it. I remember him when he was just like this random weirdo on Instagram.
Yeah,
huh? Like,
on the Instagram Live.
Yeah.
Then he got kicked out of there because they were too nasty.
And he's like in a polyamorous relationship with like a bunch of girls.
But it's like forced polyamory.
Oh, no.
It was riddled with abuse and herpes.
I do, I vaguely remember this, and I have been seeing it come up on my feed. I think at one point, like once upon a time, maybe even during that time, because it was like COVID era a little bit, huh?
A little bit before. Like, it started really in 2017, but I feel like it didn't pop off really.
Like, people didn't catch on?
Yeah, until the 20s.
I've been seeing a lot of, like, Manosphere. Remember I told you to watch that documentary, The Manosphere?
I tried so hard.
Dude, it's really hard to watch. And I've been seeing a lot of people like coming out and speaking up about like the Manosphere content. And when I see that guy, it just reminds me like of that. Of like, he was probably like the founding fathers of that type of shit coming and being like so mainstream.
Yeah.
But so I obviously don't consume that type of content, but I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about ladies saying that they had no idea that their partners were like practicing these methods on them. And ladies will be like, my husband had been practicing this like red pill method on me for the last year, and I had no idea because I like never been on that side of the internet. And when she'd go on that side of the internet, it would like just show all the shit that her husband had been putting her through for like the last year.
Wow.
And then did you see that one where it was a database for a course on how to like successfily rape someone?
Yes, I heard about it.
And
I didn't read it.
So it was like this course. Basically, I didn't really read into it too much because I have no interest in like getting that on my algorithm. So I'll just like watch for a couple seconds and scroll. But my understanding is it was a course to like basically get away with successfully raping someone.
Oh my God.
And the site was put up and it was visited 62 million times.
Yeah, it had hella hits on it, didn't it?
Isn't that fucking crazy?
It's disgusting.
And remember that lady, like, I don't remember where she was, but like her husband would drug her and like knock her out and like invite people over to rape her. And I just but she got justice, right? Like something happened for her.
Wasn't it like an old lady?
It was an old lady.
Yes. She got, I think, it's like court-wise.
Right,
I think she was able to get them like jailed or something.
But it was a lot of people. And it reminded me of that, like, damn, you guys all just defend each other, protect each other, cover for each other, and you're all over here just being hella nasty and weird.
Nasty, and then making us feel bad for having bodies. That's what's crazy.
That Manosphere documentary, like, more people need to watch it.
Oof.
Because the guy kind of trolls them while he's like getting all that information out. So he kind of like pretends to be kind of into it and like on their side, but then it's just getting like a bunch of information on like how they work. And then the one guy, I forget what the fuck his name is. He's like this he looks kind of Indian. I don't know. I don't care about him. But, but I think his name starts with the M, but I don't care.
He's receding hairline with the white dog, with the little dog.
I don't remember the dog.
He's on the, what is it, like No Jumpers or something?
Or like Better Life something. More, I don't know. Anyways, he had his girlfriend on there.
Yes.
And the girlfriend was like, oh, I don't mind that he's like that. Like, he's the man, and like, I just do whatever he's right. When she was like kind of playing into it, but then later she came out and she was like, he was really abusive, and like, I never liked him, and like, I just did that for the movie, and like, we had a big fight because I think because she wasn't aware that like he was like portraying her to be that way, and apparently he's like 30 years old, has never had a girlfriend. Oh Nobody's ever like been involved with him. Of course, because he's a weirdo.
Exactly.
Like.
That's unattractive. I remember, like, they were talking about, like, Louis Theroux asked the girl, he's like, hey, are you cool? No, like, you know that he's talked about taking multiple wives, right? Yeah. Like, are you cool with that? She's like, we'll see. And it was just very much like, girl, you know this isn't what you want, but you're afraid to say it, and you want to be that girl that can, like, change him. And then he immediately is like, here, take the dog. And like sent her out of the room. And then I think they broke up.
Why would she stay with him?
I don't think they stayed together.
I think it was like a PR relationship type.
To be embarrassed like that in public, I better be making a pretty penny.
I saw this TikTok and this guy was like, men are getting like cheated out of developing naturally. Like, as women, we're more set up to like be curious and explore different niches, and like there's makeup and wellness and all the things, right?
Yeah.
But then men is like, they get very stunted. I want to say the examples this guy gave was like, from very early on, you're taught that you can bet on sports on an app. So like, all you have to do is say that you're 18 and it lets you bet on sports automatically. So you're already like in a hole there. Also, you're like trained to like love sports and like be, there's a term for it, homoselective, where like you are sexually attracted to women, but you select men. Like your favorite people on earth are like soccer players, football players, and like to have more respect and expect more from men than it is for women.
Interesting.
And have like more emotionally charged relationships with men because you care and are loyal to them, but like not so much with women.
That's
so it's
wild.
Like homo-selective. Like your favorite author or your favorite actress, or not actress, actor would be a man, but then you like want to marry a woman. No, you don't. No, but Will's favorite actress is this lady on SNL, so that's how I know. He escaped the manosphere. He's too old. I'm just kidding.
He aged out.
He aged out of the manosphere. I'm just kidding. No, but then he was saying like they're not taught like natural ways to like get fit. They're all like over the top and like this like looks maxing bullshit. Dude, the looks maxing shit is hella funny
Where they're
to
hitting
me.
themselves with hammers. I can't take it seriously. And microdosing meth.
Literally, they're
insane.
on meth.
You're on meth.
Like you're literally on crystal meth.
Damn. See, that's something you see on Intervention.
Sad.
Not YouTube.
Sad as fuck. No, but and it's like, be like me.
Yeah.
Be like me. I'm the best.
I'm the goal.
And then he's like, those people are very like minimizing of their audience. They're like, you're a fucking loser. You're fucking broke. Fuck you guys. Be more like me. You'll never be me, but try your best. Like, dude, shut up.
Ew, you're ugly.
That's weird.
He looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
That's weird. That's hella weird. And I just feel like as women, we're taught from a young age like to be the prettiest, most good looking. And I feel like sometimes there's like a biological factor for like protection and you know what I mean? But with them, it's like, okay, why are you so fucking buff? Like you literally work at Metro PCS.
Right. It's not like you're using this for survival. You're not lifting trucks off of babies.
If you guys all start getting buff, you better be pulling trees and the roots and helping old people in the yard.
I want to see you pull a train that has been stuck on the railroad, and I want you to pull it to its destination.
Literally. I want you to help old people move out of their homes for free.
For free.
I don't want just all these weird buff dudes walking around. I want you
driving a car like Fred Flintstone.
Literally. With the feet cut out.
With the feet. Like, you better be putting in work.
I don't like that. I always say this. I grew up in the hood. If you were too buff, you either went to jail or you're gay. Like there's like a very small pocket to be healthy. Like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're like super, super, yeah, you better be working at UPS lifting packages.
What about like bodybuilders? What category would that fall into?
Yeah, like I guess that's kind of like sports, right? Because it's like competition.
Yeah, I guess, but it's kind of like a swimsuit competition. It's pretty gay.
I just like it that their tan is shiny.
They're so oily and greasy.
Look like a rack of ribs.
They look like testosterone, like a rack of ribs on steroids.
Girl, ain't nothing going on down there. Testosterone has left the building like a long time ago.
It's the steroids.
There's definitely lots of steroids. That's the first thing it like gets rid of is your testosterone.
They look like a bundle of grapes.
The balls are shriveled up.
like raisins.
Like stuck back in the body.
Gross.
I don't know. I guess, yeah, it's cool that they're buff. I think, cool. Yeah, if you're like competition.
But like be functional. They can't be cosmetic muscles.
You know, I read somewhere, or maybe I watched a TikTok, I don't know, but that bodybuilder competitions did start by a gay man. Because apparently,
of course they did.
Yeah, it was like a gay man. Remember I showed you that, Will? What was the story? Like they couldn't be buff and show their body otherwise, so then they made like a sport for it.
Wow.
That's like heavy ass cruising, so bitch. Gay. Like I'll see you train for 7 months.
I'll see you at the competition.
And I'll see you at the competition.
I hope you get the gold.
Bring your wife and kids.
Gross. Oh no.
Yeah, that's why they did it. Because they couldn't do it like otherwise.
Yeah. And you know what they say, like what I've recently learned is that, first of all, bathhouses are real. I thought they were a TV thing. But it's like the men that are doing each other are like, most of them are married.
Yeah,
with kids.
Always straight.
So it seems as though if you go back to like the Greek and Roman Empire.
Oh, girl.
They were all fucking each other.
Don't get me started on that.
It was buttholes for days. And I feel like that's just what everybody wants to get back to, but they don't want to say it. They're scared.
No, they don't want to get back to it. That's what they're doing.
That's what their no, but
nature. They do it.
They do it in secret. Back then, they were doing it on the streets. Yeah. Is what I'm saying.
I read this thing where, like, when they're in battle, they're so focused on the battle that it's frowned upon. And even like when I did my Valentine's Day roots, the pagan roots of Valentine's Day. Basically, they were in times of war, so it was really frowned upon and not acceptable to be in love or like to invest in romantic relationships because it would take you away from the war. So they would, the girliest, cuntiest soldier would be the girl.
Yeah.
Would be the girl. Yeah. And they would be in battle and they would have their... Like, the femboy, like, stereotype was from there.
And you know what else? To bring this back, Nature Boy, he had a stunt on... He was started as, like, he was a male dancer for gay men. And then he got into a gay porn. And the word on the street is that... Because he has life in jail. Like, life plus 10 years.
He's in jail right now?
He's in jail right now. Forever.
He runs the cult from jail?
Not anymore. I mean, the cult itself, there's still like some women that are still like, hey, you know, he's Christ. But most of the people done left. And some people tried to like branch off and set up their own cult. It didn't work. But the word on the street is that like, because this isn't his first time in jail, is that when he goes into prison, he's the girl.
Oh.
He gets his booty hole torn open. Like Kleenex.
Sheesh.
Ankles to ears.
Girl. That's how they do it, huh?
That's how they do it. And you know what? And then when he's out, he's the one talking so much about masculinity and all this.
I'm saying LGBTQDL.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Right? To you. It's all in there.
Okay, so remember, I don't know how this fits into this conversation, but like it always reminds me, not to say that it's cool to be DL and like put people at risk, because it's not. And I encourage everybody to come out if that's how they feel. But there was this, and so yeah, that's like for word for what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
The guy, remember the guy that was like, hide your kids, hide your wife, they're raping everybody out here. And it was like the guy was sneaking in the homes and like over there where they were in the projects or something, right? So it was like a lot of homes, and then the guy was sneaking in. He's like, "How'd you kid? How'd your wife?" So he was like a meme for hella long, and he was like really like sensational for saying that. And obviously he was, he had his mannerisms about him. So fast forward, they're like, they did like a "Where Are They Now" segment on him. Bitch, why he's straight?
No way.
And they talked to him, and they're like, what happened? Like, where did all that go? And basically, he was like, being gay, like being openly gay, is a celebration of your sexuality. So he didn't feel the need to live in that space of flamboyance. And I feel like it's not offensive to anybody, because it's like maybe he can have his gay relationship if he wants at some point, but like he's just like in a kind of straight, like nonchalant phase in his life,
Okay. He's doing it.
Like he's doing it like on the low?
On the low. Like he's saying that to the cameras, but like, come on.
You think so?
No, okay. Here's the thing. Even the straightest man will have some homoerotic fixation.
Oh, girl.
And that man isn't even straight. So what?
But I think he's just like going through like a phase. Just like him being like hella out there was a phase. He's like now in another phase.
He went the other direction?
Well, he just like toned it down.
But he's like a casual gay.
Yeah, I guess. But he just said like, I don't need to be that way all the time. Like that is a celebration. An outward celebration of my sexuality. Maybe he has private celebrations of his sexuality. But they're harmless, I feel like, okay, that I can understand. If you're DL, and that's kind of... Because I've worked in a lot of kitchens. And I feel like working in the kitchen is very much like working in construction, right? Like once the guys get around each other, they're super sexy to each other. Like they're handsy, they hit on each other.
Not even just the kitchen. It's
but I'm saying like
space with a group of guys.
Yeah, like construction or like any sheetrock, anywhere where like your husband is getting sexy with the guys. Like your husband loves him, his old coworker.
He's doing a bend and snap.
Oh, every day. Every day. They're like dancing around and be dipping each other. Like I swear, the cooks were crazy. So I feel like when there was a gay man in the kitchen, they're like, why don't you say hello to me? Did we sleep together last night? Like, how are you? And they're like flirtatious to the gay man. And if a gay man is really to himself and calm and doesn't like all of the bullshit, he's more like of a muted version of himself. He's not like this outward walking around doing the most. Oh my God, have you seen the guy that plays volleyball and he be like with the mannerisms?
No.
He's hella funny. I love him. He's a fucking diva. And he's hella good at volleyball.
Of course.
But he's like so flaming.
Hell yeah.
Because I had a coworker and he was very much that. Like, he had a husband, so he's openly gay, and his mannerisms were that of a gay man. Like, he wasn't DL at all in any way. And even, like, one of the other cooks would call him, like, a girl name, like, Alicia. And his name was not fucking Alicia, But he was not an extrovert. Like, he was way more introverted than even the straights in the kitchen. So with that kind of thing where I'm like, okay, yes, like you're not outwardly celebrating your sexuality. Maybe you're celebrating it privately with your closest friends and family and your husband, but you're not out here like taking up space in the room, even less than the actual straight guys just playfully being gay, which I think that's, you gotta read between the lines at times. It would get so sexy in there.
Of course it does. They're all gay. Have you seen that show? It's like Mormons, and the husbands have, what do they say? They're like, I have homosexual tendencies or something.
Same.
And they're married to women. And the whole show is just, it's all revolving around them, like, fighting against them being gay.
Oh, wow.
And so they'll have like a support group, But then they got kind of nervous because, like, all of them are in a group together.
Yeah, hanging out by themselves.
Exactly. So now it's a couples group.
Uh-huh.
So the women are there to rein it in.
Oh! They're, like, in the cuck chairs. The ladies are like, oh, wow.
There's no better boner killer than your straight wife sitting in the room.
Sheesh.
It's wild. It's the concept of it all. It seems like everybody's just fighting their gayness.
Maybe they are. See, that's what I mean. Like, we live in such a vast universe. You know what I mean? Like, they're fighting for the right to celebrate their gayness privately. Like, they don't want it out there. And I mean, I think that's kind of fair to an extent if you're not harming anybody and there's consent on all parts. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if you want to be DL, but tell your wife and let your wife know that you're stepping out of your relationship to do these things and she's okay with it, or she's like, yes, live your best, you know, like maybe you can open the marriage or something, and then, like, you know, and the people that matter know, like the people that you can potentially put at risk know. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
I think, yeah, as long as no one's, like, lying to themselves.
Right. Or to each other.
Then what's the harm?
What exactly? What's the harm in that? But then once you're like Blueface or that guy, the Nature Boy girl.
Yeah, because Blueface was definitely what I heard.
The moment I knew about him was when one of his girlfriends, I don't even know what girlfriend it was, took his phone and, like, ran with it, and he, like, lost his mind. And it's like, okay, you don't do that because there's a girl in your phone.
Yeah, because that's, like, your regular situation. But when you're real upset like that, there's penis in there.
They're girls, huh?
They're nasty.
Dude, even, like, being a woman that's, like, into guys, like, fuck, that takes a lot.
Yeah.
It's like you're just, like, into it. That's just, like, your everyday
crazy
shit.
To me.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's monstrous down there.
Seriously.
Not for me.
He's like, not for me.
Not for me at all.
I'll pass on the dick, please.
The hardest pass.
Fuck. Anyways. I feel like we can't don't fall victim to the male loneliness epidemic to that extent. What about the male loneliness?
We already talked about this.
What did we say?
I said that it is just a group of guys with bad personalities that are upset that no one will let them continue to have a bad personality.
I seen this clip and this guy, his name is Caleb. He's hella funny. He's like the really big white guy with the glasses.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm lonely. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, that's pathetic.
I know. It's so embarrassing.
I'm lonely. He's like, I'm a victim of an epidemic.
Pathetic.
I'm a victim of an epidemic. Fuck.
Have you seen have you heard about that story about Eggs by Toya?
No.
Oh, so this is my current event.
Eggs by Toya.
Eggs by Toya.
What is that? A TikTok profile?
It is a seller on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Of pickled eggs. But it's like pickled, and then some of them have like chicken. One has pickled macaroni. Pickled pasta.
Oh, we're so creative.
Everyone's so creative.
Yeah, everyone's so creative.
It's wild. So this guy, his whole TikTok shtick is like buying food on Facebook Marketplace. So he buys Eggs by Toya. He hates it. And Toya, at this point, was just harassing him. Like, you got the wrong order. Everybody knows me. Everybody loves me.
Oh, because he didn't like it?
Because he didn't like it. And she was like, I'll remake your order. And she keeps calling him names and, like, cussing him out. Also,
he's like, yeah, can you make me a chicken sandwich? Don't give me this fucking pickled egg, bitch. I don't want
She was like, I'll fix it. Like, don't worry about it. And then she harassed him enough to where he finally, like, accepted. Her baby daddy starts recording on his TikTok. He's like, yeah, I'm here for my baby mama, Eggs by Toya. She got the Broward Bussin' Bowl. And you know, we sell the personal chefs. We sell the celebrities. And he's recording the guy pick up the order. It's in Tupperware, by the way. These pickled eggs. And the guy's
pickled eggs.
And the guy's like, "What is this?" And he's like, "That's the Broward Bussin' Bowl by Eggs by my baby mama." And then he takes a bite, and he's like, and the guy's like, "How is it?" He's like, "It's good." And
yeah,
like,
of course.
"Oh, yeah, take another bite." He made him take like 2 more bites.
Oh my god.
And then he was like, "What would you rate it out of 10?" And the guy was like, 6. He was like, 6? He's in a tank top, like, you know, skinny jeans, face tatted
nice.
up. And the guy's like eating it. He came with somebody because he was scared that they were going to run up on him. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "You want to try it?" And they're like, "No. But the presentation is a 10. And so they go back, and I think, like, people flame them because what is this hostage situation?
Right. He's like forcing him to say he likes it.
Exactly. So everyone was like, "Oh, this is weird." And then Eggs by Toya, I think she got pissed and had beef with him. And then she got arrested because she got pulled over with a gun in her car. And so she's been in jail. This happened like months ago.
This is the pickled eggs lady?
This is the pickled eggs lady.
Why does she have a gun?
I don't know. And then today, she just got out. So now the guy posted, he's like, "I'm scared, y'all."
Fuck. Oh, like they're gonna come get him?
Yeah, because
that's what you get for making TikToks over there. That's crazy. He should have picked a different niche.
Pickled eggs, that's hard to sell as good. You know what I mean?
I would try it.
I'd try it, but would I like it?
It doesn't matter. You're just there for the experience.
I watched another clip of somebody review her food. The egg wasn't even boiled.
It was
she
raw.
Pulls it up. She's like, "It's in the sauce or something." Pulls it out, cracks it, yolk. She didn't even boil it.
That's crazy.
That's Eggs by Toya.
There was this thing on TikTok that was trending that it was like a spicy bowl. And it's literally just like a goulash. Like just like tons of different shit. But hella spicy. And then people were selling it on Facebook Marketplace, obviously, where the fuck else. Exactly. That's like something you make in jail.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that type of food is shit that people in jail eat, and it's like they come out, you don't have to eat that anymore.
Keep it there.
When people make spreads, oh my god.
I saw have you seen those sour barbecue plates?
No.
It's like they soak the meat in the sour
candy?
straw, sour candy. It's like blue
You better
sausage.
stop. You better stop.
I'm serious. And then it's in Atlanta. Like people were begging them. Oh, no, people were begging them to stop making these. And it looked disgusting.
Who's eating it? It's just rage bait.
Hawaiians.
Have you seen like when they do like a spicy pickle?
Yes.
And then they put Takis. Yeah. And then they wrap it in a fucking fruit roll up. And then they squirt like all this chili candy.
It's insane.
I want to try it.
You should try it on your podcast.
The thing is, okay, this is the thing. That's like a kind of food you eat in private. First of all, because it's probably fucking so intense.
It probably is. And you're going to need a toilet like right next to you. Whichever way it's coming out.
I feel like my teeth are sensitive in the back. Right now, just thinking of biting into that is going to make my teeth like really sensitive in the back.
Yeah, I have sensitive teeth too.
I would still try it.
And my tummy's sensitive too.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
No, I have a pretty good stomach. Like I could probably stomach it. But yeah, that shit's crazy.
I'm going to order one on Facebook Marketplace for you.
The pickle?
For you to try.
No, they have them on TikTok, the pickle kits. It's like a blue Takis pickle kit. To me, it's like these things are like, you know when you see snacks from like Japan that you'll never get to eat, and you watch it and you're like, I want to try that, and I like would never buy it, and I would never try it, but it just looks like fantastic when the people are biting into it.
No, it's never looked good to me.
It always looks good to me, but I know that I would. They're like, first of all, they're like fucking $20. Just to like put it together. And I'm like, I would never spend my money just like to give myself a stomach ache, you know? Like, no, that's bad.
That's a wild combination of flavors and textures. And also probably so bad for you.
Oh, for sure. So the spicy bowl, this lady went to the ER from eating a spicy bowl off Facebook Marketplace. You saw that?
I did hear about that. Yeah, because wasn't she doing Bulldog stuff before then?
Probably.
She was trying to get like spicy.
Dude, remember that guy, something avocado, and then he like, remember him?
And then he got skinny.
Remember he got like really skinny, and then it was like he shot it and released it, and he was like still big.
He was like, this is a social experiment.
So much drama.
crazy.
Dude, he was a normal looking person and he like inflated from doing mukbangs.
He was like raw vegan before that.
Cause the money, girl. And he was literally like in a penthouse apartment crying.
Yeah.
Like
with
he had
piles of food around him.
Like his YouTube money got him a penthouse apartment, but had no health and no friends.
Yeah, I'm sure that he did not seem like a happy person when he was doing them with his partner at the time.
Oh yeah, I remember. And he lost his man. Oh no, they both got big, huh? Something happened.
They both got big, yeah. But then I think the other one just had enough of it.
Probably, because he wasn't like the famous one.
No,
his boyfriend was just like the plus one, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, my other news.
What else?
Have you seen all the UFO news?
No.
Okay, so a bunch of Christian people, or not Christian people, but pastors have come out and said that they're getting like all this information about UFOs, and they're getting instruction. Very vague sources. And they're getting instruction to warn their congregations because like there's going to be a lot of disclosure and it's going to shake the institutions. Like it's going to shake for sure organized religion because there's going to be like information that comes out that basically it's basically like they're not valid. Like, like the religion's not valid because of all this like information and science coming out about the aliens.
That's what I had heard was why they weren't releasing alien stuff.
Right, because modern religion would collapse. Yeah. Right? Yeah, I've heard a bunch of that. And a couple years ago in 2023 when we first started this project, I was covering a lot of the alien news because at the time there was this guy, well, he's like still pretty lit. His name is Richard Gere, and he's like this little old man that is really knowledgeable on aliens, and like he's been around the Greys. And I want to say he worked for like, I don't know, like a 3-letter government, like CIA, FBI, something, where like they would put him around the aliens, so he's like spent time with them.
Yeah.
And basically he had this app that I think it had like meditations on the app. I don't remember. I knew this guy that showed me the app and stuff. And basically like they would get together, all these people, and say like we find a group of these people that believe in like the UFOs, right? And we all get together here and we like telepathically send the aliens our coordinates. And we're like very consciously and like very intentionally sending out these like passionately calling out for the aliens. Apparently the aliens would come down and like make contact with people and heal people. So like if you had the guy that I was seeing, he told me he had a torn ACL. And he's like, I would just ask him to fix my ACL because I don't want to get another surgery. And I'm going to cut this out. But he was trans and he was like, I would just ask them to make me a dick. Because he didn't have one.
I mean, that's a good wish to make.
You know, so he was like, he was serious about it and like wanted to do it. And was like, would you ever do it with me? And I'm like, girl, no. What if we get abducted? You know, like, okay, I would never. Yeah. So anyways, he was super into it. And I kind of like caught wind of it. So I talked about it on the podcast. We talked about Project Bluebeam, which is basically this idea that there's going to be a big apparition in the sky. And a lot of people are going to think it's like the Book of Revelations, you know, like when the trumpet sounds and there's like a big like thing in the sky, right? And he's saying that it's like the greatest scam of all time, and it's gonna be like this thing where we're getting distracted from other things and like they're gonna like misconstrue what like the aliens really came here to do. And then during that same time, so this man Richard Gere was on Logan Paul's podcast talking about this. So Logan Paul's like a trashy magazine talking about this, right? Then shortly after, bitch, the Vatican puts out a notice and says, if you see apparitions in the sky, if stuff starts coming up and that's like huge apparitions, it needs to be cleared by the Vatican to be qualified as like a religious event. Right? So it's like they were all kind of putting it out there like, hey, this is going to happen.
Wait for us to validate it.
Right. And then, so anyways, I was posting about this on the podcast, whatever we were talking about it. And then the people, I think it's called like C5 disclosure, like something about like the alien like organization. So they hit me up, right? And they're like, hey, thank you so much like for bringing awareness to our like collective, blah blah blah. And I'm like, hell yeah, like this is so cool, whatever, right? So then I'm like, hey, do you want to come talk on the show, right? And the guy's like, oh, we live far away, like they're like in another state, whatever. And I'm like, okay, no worries. Like if you're ever in town, if you're ever in California, you're welcome to come and be on the show, or you can just come hang out with us at the studio. I just like invited him to come hang out with us. And then to me, he goes, sorry, I have a wife.
Damn, you got rejected by
the
alien people.
I can't even be like, damn, no, you're too hot. My wife wouldn't like me summoning aliens with you.
Hey, that's
girl.
A compliment.
So I was like, okay, anyways. I was like, it's not even like that. Like, I was just saying you can come hang out with us, you know?
Like us, plural.
Yeah, not me by myself. Like, I didn't invite you to my place. Right. So then hella later, he DM'd me again. And he was like sending me heart eyes. And I was like, excuse me, like, what about your wife?
Yeah, hello.
And then he's like, oh, that was my ex-girlfriend. Like, and I'm like, okay, you know what? And so I was just like, please, like, just stick to the aliens, bro. Like, just stick to summoning the graves. Like, lane. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, this is not that.
Okay, mind you, he was doing this on their official page. He was trying to pull hose on the C5.
Or like thought that would help.
I don't remember what it was called, but Richard Gere would not be happy about this. He would not be happy to know that during this very pivotal moment of UFO and UAP activity in the USA,
they were using their site for clout.
And to try to bag hoes.
And get booty.
That's crazy. He's like, do you want to summon them just me and you by ourselves or what?
Yeah, maybe we Netflix and chill and summon UFOs.
That's crazy. My favorite theory that I've heard so far is that, and I guess this is old, but like we don't pay attention, you know? Apparently the Greys are like us from the future. And that they're humans that have been through a lot of trauma and like been through a lot of like hardship in their lives and physically, to the point where their skin turned gray and all their hair fell.
Whoa.
And created an environment where like that's how they look. And they're time traveling to us to warn us about the choices we're making because they see us behaving like they did.
Interesting. I feel like, does the Earth have that long?
So they're interdimensional beings. So they're like timeline jumping. They're not. And even remember when there was like those, I guess like footage of the crafts, it would be like they weren't going in a straight line. They would like disappear and come back. So like they were like
warping.
Yeah, exactly. They were like shifting timelines, I guess. And that's how they could like travel so quickly.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm always curious about that. I'm always curious about the UFOs and the UAPs because now it's unknown something phenomenon. It's not even unidentified. It's an unidentified
airborne or something.
I don't remember. What is Let's see. What does UAP stand for?
I told you I've seen UFOs.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
I've seen a couple. It was wild.
UAP meaning. Oh, unidentified anomalous phenomena.
So that could be anything.
And I always just imagine like, okay, what if like these beings came and were like first of all, way bigger than you, right? And you can't see them physically. You can kind of see them mentally, like telepathically, you know they're there. And they like kind of appear and kind of don't. So they're like this big presence. Not even like a physical presence, but like a
ghost.
Kind of like a ghost, but it's like you know it's there, but you can't really see it, but you know it's there, and it's like and it can communicate with you. Okay. And then maybe sometimes it appears physically so that you can like believe it, right?
Yeah.
and it's communicating with you telepathically, and it's like, oh, are you good, or am I gonna be able to like attack you and throw you off? Are you good? Whether it be with your faith, whether it be with yourself, whether it be like, do you want to live? Does your prayer work? Do you have a God? And it's just like not even like physically threatening you. It's like mentally and spiritually and telepathically like taunting you and like attacking you.
Ew.
That's what I feel like that is.
That's rude. Why are you trying to gaslight me?
Because it's testing your strength.
I'm strong. Just believe me.
That's what I feel like it is.
I don't like that.
That's what I feel like. I have a hard time believing that they're gonna come in the way that we like. We're like, oh, it's just like this little green alien that's like gonna come out of a ship and it's gonna be like cute.
I think there's like multiple species of alien. I think there's like different, like us, you know, regionally people look different depending on where they're at on the globe, and they all have different intentions. So like some could be chill. I heard the Greys are chill.
Well, because they're us.
But there are others that are much more like.
Remember The Fourth Kind, that movie?
I never watched it.
There was this part in The Fourth Kind where I think it's the whole movie's about like when they steal you. What is that called?
When you get
abducted. Yeah, I think the whole thing. Do you remember that movie, The Fourth Kind? The whole thing's about abductions, huh?
Yeah, how they came in the farm and they just stole dude.
Is that where they left like crop circles?
No, that's Signs.
It's all.
I just remember this lady being like, I've never felt so much fear in my life. Like, I've never felt this feeling of like hopelessness and fear. And that they were transmitting this feeling to her, same, like telepathically. And I feel like that's going to be their angle. And we're so fucked because we're always on our phones. We don't have like we're not strong.
We're not psychologically strong.
Yeah, or like you know, like I don't know, social cues or like being intuitive and being like, okay, something's not right here.
Yeah,
we're not like that.
No. If someone were to get body snatched, like someone big, they would be able to get real far. Like they would make it real far before anybody would be like,
Remember when Jim Carrey was like, everyone was like, oh, and it like literally was someone else or something like that, and everybody there was like a billion TikToks
people
about
are
it.
Really shook by that.
And then also I feel like we're so deep in this shit that it's like, okay, so what? Like we still gotta pay the bills.
Exactly. I think it will be like Jim Carrey all over again. Like there will be a bunch of TikToks like, yo, this is crazy. What? Ooh, but nothing's ever gonna happen.
Right.
You know, like that's not gonna keep people from not being taken advantage of.
Right.
Psychologically.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I
possible.
guess we're ready as we'll ever be for this type of information. Like, what are we gonna do?
There's nothing we can do. We are bundles of cells on a floating rock.
You know what?
You know?
Yeah.
Like, all we can do is take in the information and just see what happens.
Yeah. I'm very, like, ambivalent when it comes, like, that's my disposition on, like, all of the UAP stuff or, like, the UFO stuff. I'm like, I do believe it, but then it's, like, so much fantasy is, like, incorporated.
And in reality, what truly can be done?
Literally.
What can I,
right,
a regular girl, do about this?
Nothing.
There's nothing. So
I wouldn't fight. Like, if the apocalypse came, I'd be like, leave me behind. Like, I'm not going to do nothing for you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cry, and I can't even run fast.
That's truly... I couldn't be abducted, like, consciously... Because I'm just going to sit there and cry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be useful at all.
At all. That's how I feel. That's why I'm like, what is my life? Like, when they're like, oh, there's the FBI agent. Okay.
All right, tell him I said
yeah.
hi.
All he can see is me crying in my bed. All he sees is me dancing in the mirror and then crying in my bed. Like, there's right?
There's nothing to do.
FaceTime me, my man. He can't see nothing.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He does. There's nothing going on over there. Or like, you know, I feel like since I tapped into like being a tarot reader and like helping people in that way and going through like a phase in my life where I was only of service and I didn't have to work, I realized that that's like my flow state. Is like being of service and helping people in a way that's not a corporate way. Like, it just reminds me, like, back in the day, there was shamans, and the town took care of the shaman.
Yeah.
And the shaman was just like a weird lady with like a bunch of herbs in her house and
in
like
her own little cottage.
Yeah, and people would come over and like
they'd leave you trinkets.
Yeah, leave you stuff and like help to support you because you're doing the service of the shaman in your. Not to say I'm a shaman, but maybe I am. But when I was able to use my gifts, and I feel like, this is using my gifts too, if you guys will fucking listen. I'm just kidding. If you guys would listen to me, whatever I say, just do whatever I say. No, I have faith in this project. Okay, you want to know something? I did a sound bath meditation. Shout out my friend Chet Bentley.
Hey-yo.
He's the GOAT. And one of the clearest, wow, that's weird because I said clear and there's clear cutlery right there. So when I said clear, I looked right at the word clear, bitch. So it's really like me just reading the word.
Right.
No, one of like the craziest messages I got, like very, very vivid message was that Gaile is a project that I've been working on since I was a child. Like, that was a download I got when I was doing the sound bath.
Whoa.
And like, when you're doing the sound bath, I want everybody to experience what a sound bath feels. It feels, okay, the best way I can describe a sound bath is like going to the dentist. Like, you have nothing to offer. You're just like there, like receiving the message, and then kind of, like when you're trying to talk at the dentist and the dentist, they so how are you doing? You're like,
your fingers are in my mouth.
Yeah, like that's how I'm doing. I'm here. That's how it is. It's like you're kind of trying to get a word in, but it's just a downpour of downloads and a downpour of information if you're open to it. And I feel like it really like forces you to be curious about the medicine, because sound is a medicine. Like, everybody knows that when you listen to music, or even like when you watch creators and the sound of their voice like soothes you or makes you feel like part of something. Sound is like a very, very important medicine and teacher and healer that has been around like before humankind, I want to say. You know what I mean? So it's a really cool experience. And when I did that, that was like one of the messages. So just saying.
All right, look out.
Just saying.
Stay tuned.
Right. We're like, don't date therapists. Just like doing really important work here.
And look out for the manosphere.
And look out for the manosphere. Don't say I didn't warn you about the manosphere.
Exactly. I don't want to hear anybody come back and be like, oh my God, I got.
That's what you get.
We had a whole episode about it.
Did you hear about the Shiny Hunters hacker group that hacked into the Canvas?
No.
Okay, so there's this app called Canvas, and I actually found a list of like all the schools that get serviced by it. Oh no.
My school did when I was going.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is that app? It's like where you can see your grades.
You can see your
Chewy
grades.
too?
You can you submit like reading submissions on like things you've read, and then other people can give feedback, and you can see.
So
your
it's like an
grades.
interactive app for like students.
Yeah.
Right. So apparently a hacker group 4 or 5 days ago hacked the site and was threatening to release all of the students' private information if they didn't like give up a ransom.
What?
And I want to say yesterday they finally gave up the ransom.
They did?
Yeah.
How much was it?
They didn't say. It doesn't say.
Dang.
I'm trying to see like the...
That's wild. Not for any personal reasons, but I do want to know how this happened.
Yeah. So right here, this Inside Higher Ed is the publication. And it says... This is from May 11th, so it's from yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Instructure pays ransom to Canvas hackers. Although the monetary value of the deal is unknown, Instructure says the cyber criminals have returned the hacked personal data and offered assurance that no Instructure customers will be extorted as a result of this incident.
Trust the hackers that are extorting
Yeah, and then
you.
people, that's something they said too. They're like, even though they're not to be trusted, like, I guess, you know?
You don't really have a choice.
Right? Ugh.
Wow.
Crazy.
I feel like the police are like, just pay them because that's the only way we can try to trace them.
Through the money.
Oh, through the money.
That's true.
That's true. Did you ever see Mr. Robot?
No.
Dude, okay, so there was this part in Mr. Robot. I'm not going to say where because I don't remember because it was a long-ass show. But the hackers asked for a ransom, and then the company gave them the ransom, and then they just said, like, put it in the middle of Central Park. And then the company comes and brings the money in the middle of Central Park, and then they're like, light it on fire. Whoa. And then it was like a whole pile of money in the middle of Central Park on fire.
That's actually kind of hot.
Dude, it was crazy. That show is so fucking crazy. This whole thing, because I've been following it for a couple of days now, and it reminded me of that.
Really?
Like of Mr. Robot, and the way that he would just like finesse these huge companies and just get whatever he needed.
That's cool. Okay, icon.
Okay, let's see what else. I think that's it. That's all my news for today.
Nice. I watched I'm watching In Just Like That.
And Just Like That?
I finished the movies.
Okay.
And I've got like 2 more episodes before it's over. I'm done with And Just Like That.
Oh my God. How are you liking it? Isn't it hilarious?
This shit is insane. Nicole Ari Parker, the one who plays Lisa.
Yeah.
And her fuck ass outfits.
Oh, dude.
And
epic.
we made a drinking game out of this show. So anytime she shows up in a fuck ass outfit, anytime Carrie wears a fuck ass hat, anytime Miranda gets crazy eyes around someone she's trying to fuck with.
What about Shay Diaz?
Anytime Shay Diaz was insufferable, we took a shot.
Can we talk about Shay Diaz really quick?
We got fucked up by episode 2.
Dude.
We were done.
Dude.
Shay Diaz.
Didn't Miranda hook up with fucking Roseanne on the second episode?
No, that was Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell, not Roseanne.
The Virgin Nun.
Second episode, Miranda fucks Rosie O'Donnell. Girl,
crazy.
Are you kidding me? Like, what happened to her?
And I saw her. I said, "Huh,
girl,
who is that?
Why did they do that? Doesn't it seem like they fed a prompt to AI and it's like,
yes,
put these characters in the most outrageous, most modern situations that you could ever think of?
It was that threw me for a second because I didn't even recognize her.
That was so funny,
She
bitch.
looked like she was wearing prosthetics.
I love that show. I love it because it's like a creation. Okay, so I have like this, you know, like when you go to the Pulga and there's like a bootleg version of something and you're like, the man forced you to be born, but you didn't ask to be here. Right? And it's like a Louis Vuitton shirt that's like obviously fucking Kirkland because it says Kirkland in the tag. But then it just has like a big Louis Vuitton print in the front. And you're like, this is so ironic that I just love it. Like, I love that you exist. I'm sorry that you have to be here with us in this fucking crazy, disgusting world. But now that you're here, like, let's make the best of it.
Let's ride it out.
That's how I feel about it. And Just Like That. Like, it is the most bootleg fucking show. Like,
I feel like the whole thing with Aiden.
Oh, don't get me started with Aiden.
Because, okay, first of all, I was anticipating it.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, oh, is Aiden going to show up? Eventually, I see the text. I see them. The first shot of Aiden is in that jacket that made him look like Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl.
It's like buttoned up to here.
All the way up to the neck. And he had a belt around it.
Oh my God.
And he was standing there like Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl.
That's so funny.
I was so upset. I had to pause and cackle for about 5 minutes. And I took a shot because that was just one of those.
Just that outfit.
Just the outfit. Insane.
Hilarious. I love it. Okay, wait, I had one more piece of news.
Oh, what is
Elf Cosmetics co-founder preparing to become a Catholic priest. So this is actually here in Menlo Park.
Whoa.
Scott Vincent Borba, co-founder of Oakland-based Elf Cosmetics, known for a life of wealth and celebrity. So he launched a ton of like cosmetic beauty lines. And he's just always been like this really beautiful man. He's getting ready to be a Catholic priest. India, that's your people.
Yeah, my hombre.
52. He's 52, so you know.
Wow.
He had his little time of fun.
Right. I haven't even started.
It says he's giving up his fortune and entering seminary. Girl, the founder of Elf, like, Elf, people have bought Elf today at Target. So
Yeah.
that money is coming in. And he was like, you know what? I don't want it. I'm going to put on this shiny dress and I'm going to be a priest.
Oh, let me shave my head.
Look, it says he moved in glamorous circles during his years in the beauty industry period. He now describes defined by excess and pride. He's good now.
Wow.
We ran around with the likes of Paris Hilton and partying with the Kardashians and just doing the Hollywood life. I was a poster boy for luxury poster boy. I thought he said poster boy. I was a poster boy for luxury living. I was not in any which way humble. I was very prideful.
Wow.
Borba is a deacon and is a seminarian at St. Patrick's Seminary in Menlo Park, living a life that contrasts sharply to his earlier years. You think he just seen some shit and he was like, fuck, I don't think I could do this to my old age.
It was probably just like so much depravity. He was just like, I'm out.
Fuck.
Like I've hit
But the
my
fact that
limit.
he went I don't know, because I feel like Catholic priests, I don't know. Like, I feel like they have
What are you gonna say?
they have a lot of fun over there at the seminary.
I think they all
is
do.
that? Who is that?
Sunglasses.
Oh, hi, how are you? Well, I thought that was Carlos with short hair. I was like,
It was Carlos.
Oh, it was? I was like, did I just see Carlos? And then I see his hair. I'm like, wait, does Carlos have short hair now? That's a lot, huh?
I think they're all having a blast, but it's all behind the gates and the doors, so nobody can see. But I'm telling you, inside it's Sister Act.
Okay, but he gave up his wealth. That's the thing.
The church has enough money. The church has so much money.
But he doesn't live lav like he was living when he was a celebrity makeup artist.
This is probably like the
Family's
next...
taken care of, and he has no needs but to find a better soul, probably.
And this is probably like the next level of opulence, where you just go completely back around to the
where
beginning.
you need nothing.
Yeah.
That's what you guys, come on. Gather around, please. I'll tell you stuff that you need to know, and I'll tell you in a way that you could understand it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then...
You just give me all your money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like starting another cult. It's gonna be hella people of the wild country with the people wild country. I'm gonna just move everybody into a lot.
Rajneeshpuram. Start poisoning people's water.
I'm just kidding. I would never.
No,
I would
not at
never.
all.
I'm like writing it down.
I know.
Okay, that was my news for today. Current events. That was good, right?
Yeah, solid.
No, you guys are informed. Come to Chet's, hold on, let me say this correctly. Come to Chet's sound bath meditation this Saturday at Funky Door Yoga. I'm going to post this before it happens. I'm going to try to post some of this today or tomorrow so that you guys can get your tickets. And yeah, have a great time.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Bye.